it? Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
She don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they... We'll begin things at the 25. That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know. First down throw for Winston. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Winston. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
protection. We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Vikings nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 9-yard line.
2nd and 3 from the 9. To throw, Winston. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And always sheds a tackle. Always got some space. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back, the special team.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
Intercepted. Adrian Amos with the pick. Those red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the counter, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will take over.
Their own 38-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A full left side to start the drive is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 24-yard line.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw. The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Robert Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And the Vikings first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on second and 4. Jameis to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. Winston's a great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Third down. And 4 yards to go.
Here's Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting at...
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
12 more yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Now it's a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
1st down, Vikings.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying,
oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 1st touchdown of the new season, and the Lions are able to grow their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Score Lions 28, Vikings 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And this is going to be intercepted. Takishly with a pick. And they'll have the football but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Following the interception, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 20-yard line.
Second and 7 from the 20. From the gun, Winston. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Position on him, and he pulls it in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the 1st half and now 7 on the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down at the 28.
To number 88. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The Vikings 1st down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jones. He's got the first down outside the 10. And he'll get into the end end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ronald Jones with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Lions 35, Vikings 24. Greg Zuerlein set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Tressway now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The tackle by
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way down to the 42. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 56 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
5-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Cordero takishly with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
15-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. It is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 39-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again to Jones. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And the Vikings.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He sets the front. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Vikings.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
7-yard pickup.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. The number 7 usually lucky here for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Third and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking here for Schmidt downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Winston now. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Turnover on downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll complete this to Gibson.
Game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now this time he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. To throw, Winston. He's got a man, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To the air again with Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Again, it's Winston. Quick hitter here is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will take over. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Well, they've got to run across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Giving it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
40-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Complete to the running back, Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Those passes are intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about